Have you ever been in a season where you feel like no one sees you, no one understands you, and you feel completely alone? Are you in that season right now? Loneliness can be one of the hardest things we go through, but what if I told you that God can use your season of loneliness for something greater? That's what we're going to talk about in today's episode. What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for coming back, checking out the channel. Today's concept I've talked a little bit about before, but I think we're going to go deeper into the topic of loneliness today. If you guys could comment, like, subscribe, share this with someone who you think might get something out of this message, who you think might need to hear something from this message, it's greatly appreciated. I love each and every one of you. Let's get right into it. Psalm 34:18 says, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." This is reassurance, friends, because it's showing us that God is drawing near to the lonely and to the hurting. Now, I don't want us to live in the space of can't accept this loneliness, right? Loneliness is a real thing. It's something that even strong Christians struggle with. It's not something that it's not just a fleeting feeling of woe is me, or something that we shouldn't take seriously, right? It's something that many people struggle with, and even biblical figures, like prominent biblical figures, struggled with loneliness. You have David, who was hunted and hiding, and Elijah in the cave, and even Jesus in Gethsemane. Like, if you think about it, loneliness is often a sign that we need connection, right? But it's also an opportunity to seek God more deeply. If we look at 1 Kings 19, 9 through 10, talking about Elijah here, "And there he went into a cave, and spent the night in that place. And behold, the word of the Lord came to him. And he said to him, 'What are you doing here, Elijah?' And he said, 'I have been very zealous for the Lord God of hosts. For the children of Israel have forsaken your covenant, torn down your altars, and killed your prophets with the sword. I alone am left, and they seek to take my life.'" What did he say there? He said, "I alone am left." He went into a cave for isolation, and he found God there. God revealed himself to Elijah in that cave. He was alone. They were seeking to kill him. But in that moment, he was able to find a connection with God. But you have to make the most out of your loneliness. We're going to come back to that in a little bit. But you're in that season for a reason. You were in that season for a reason. I would assume most of those who clicked on this video are in that season right now. And that's why, you guys are here. We're going to go to Hebrews 4:15. Hebrews 4:15. "For we do not have a high..." Now, listen to the wording here. "For we do not have a high priest who cannot sympathize with our weaknesses, but was in all points tempted as we are, yet without sin. Let us therefore come boldly to the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in the time of need." That we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need. So it's saying here, we do not have a high priest who can't sympathize with our weaknesses. So it's saying we have a high priest who can sympathize with our weaknesses, but in all points tempted as we are, yet without sin. In all points tempted. Christ in all points was tempted, and he was without sin. So Christ understands what you're going through. Now the question is are you seeking him in your loneliness? What is driving you right now? In your loneliness, are you just seeking out your desires? Are you just are you hyper fixated on finding a girlfriend or boyfriend or wife or husband? Or are you seeking God? I saw a quote, I think it was yesterday, where, oh man, it's on the tip of my tongue. It was like, seek God with relentless speed. And if someone's doing the same, introduce yourself, or something like that. Like, seek God, chase after God as fast as you can. And if someone's keeping up, introduce yourself, right? You should be chasing after God. You should be seeking God with all your mind, body, spirit. And in doing that, you will find that person. Don't allow the desire and the want of meeting that person to overcome your need for God. There are things that loneliness can teach us. It forces us to look inward and upward, right? If we're in that place of acceptance and realization, because otherwise we can be using that loneliness for evil. Seasons of loneliness can be used by God to grow dependence on Him. So if you're in the season of loneliness and you're focusing on God and you're not worried about all these other things or about what you don't have, imagine the growth that'll come from that place. It helps identify if we've been relying too much on people or too much on things for our joy instead of God. You see what's happening here? You see how much benefit there is in this season of loneliness, season of singleness, whatever you want to call it. When I first came to the faith and I was starting to envelop myself in it and learn and grow, I was losing all the friends that I had made over my entire life, essentially. And the relationship I was in crumbled, and some of my closest friends walked out of my life. And it was hard. And I wasn't truly seeking after God because that happened. I wanted to still fit in. I wanted to still find a place. And it wasn't until I decided, like, no, I'm going to seek after God. I'm going to leave all those things behind. I'm going to be somebody who truly lives to honor and glorifies God, that I started seeing God move in my life, seeing Him bring people into my life who I can have real, authentic, genuine, vulnerable conversations with. Seeing the growth that I've been through over the last 2 years has just been absolutely incredible, because I'm seeing God work in my life real time now that I'm choosing to seek Him out truly and submit to Him. Psalms 25, 16 through 17. Turn to me and be gracious to me, for I am lonely and afflicted. Relieve the troubles of my heart and free me from my anguish. God has everything we need and more. But if we're seeking out this loneliness, if we're seeking to fill the void of loneliness in our hearts with the things of the world, it's never going to be filled and we're never going to feel full. If we go to 2 Corinthians 12:9, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Are you feeling weak in this season of loneliness? Are you feeling weak in the season of singleness? Well, His grace is sufficient for you. Not the things of the world, but His grace. What should we be doing in this season of singleness, in this season of loneliness? Well, A, you should be drawing closer to God. Use this time to deepen your prayer and Bible study. Set aside quiet time for worship and journaling. Think of James 4:8. Come near to God and He will come near to you. B, connect intentionally with people. Sometimes loneliness is spiritual, sometimes it's practice. God designed us for community, so go out and seek it if you are feeling lonely. Join a church group, a Bible study, a volunteer team, or even reach out to one person you trust and see if they can give you something. A little tidbit of information. See how God can use the people in your life to fill you in those ways that you're feeling so empty. Ecclesiastes 4:9 through 10, two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, one will lift up his companion, but woe to him who is alone when he falls, for he has no one to help him up. Find someone you trust. Find a brother, find a sister. Start going to those young adult groups or those Bible study groups or church service if you stopped going to church service. We had A, we had B, C. Focus on purpose and service. Ask, what can I do to bless others in this season? Serving others can shift your focus away from you and onto other people, and it can help fill those emotional gaps. Think of Mark chapter 10, verse 45. For even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve. So if we are supposed to exemplify Christ on earth, while we are on earth, shouldn't we be doing that as well? D, take care of your body and mind. In the season of loneliness, in the season of singleness, rest, exercise, create healthy habits that can help impact your mood and stabilize your mindset. God cares for the whole person, not just the spiritual side. I want you guys to realize that loneliness is not forever. It's a season. And just like the seasons come and go and they change and they cycle, this is just part of that. So if you find yourself in this right now and you're struggling and it's hard and you're depressed and you're sad, well, let's make the most out of it. Because doing all that is not going to get you out of it. Like, trust me, I've been there. I know it's not going to get you out of it. So what can you do now to best prepare you for then? Because if you're in that season of singleness now, if you're in that season of loneliness now, prepare yourself for when you're not. That's what we all should be doing. Seeking after God, developing a closer relationship with Him, developing a closer relationship with others, seeking to help others, and growing. Seeking to help yourself. Spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. No more self-pity, no more woe is me, no more isolation. Go out and meet new people. Go out and go to that church service you've been wanting to go to. Look up what kind of young adult events or Bible study events or adult events are going on that you can find like-minded individuals that you'll be able to connect with. I invite you to see this season of singleness as a time of preparation, healing, and drawing nearer to God. That's how you should be looking at this. It's not a sad season. It's not a depressing season. It's a season for growth, for individualistic growth. Isaiah 41:10. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. If you're in a season of singleness right now, what is helping you get through it? What can you drop in the comments below for other people who are struggling with this? What's working for you? What didn't work for you? And if you're currently in the season of singleness, if you're currently in the season of loneliness, what are you doing to draw closer to God? Because that's why you're in the season, because you need to draw closer to God. Your significant other is out there. They're out there, and they might be where they need to be, but you aren't. You're not there yet. You haven't put enough trust in God. You haven't put enough faith in God. You're not prioritizing Him. Your significant other is out there. And the more you draw closer to God, and the more they draw closer to God, the closer you two get to each other. So you can't stay down here while they're going like this. You have to continue to progress. You have to continue to develop your faith and trust in God so that you two will meet when His timing is right. You may feel lonely, but you're never truly alone. God is with you, and He can use this season to prepare you for what's next. I hope this message finds you well. I hope you guys were all able to gain something out of today's message. I want to say it was a shorter video, but I don't think it was, because I say that almost every week, and then it turns out to not be a short video. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys if you made it this far through the end of the video. Please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and if you think somebody can get something out of this video, share it with them. Tell them, hey, on your drive to work, just pop this on and listen to it. I think there's some stuff in here you need to hear, or whatever it might be. But share this with somebody. This could be part of that community. This could be part of that someone you trust thing. Share it with someone who you think is going through this and might need it. I love each and every one of you. Have a blessed night, blessed weekend. Take care. I'll see you next week. Bye.